Hello, and welcome to James Leslie's Express Lane Reviews, where we get you now as fast as possible. Just got back from seeing Justice League, aka terrible CGI. When the parademons or Cyborg are far away enough in the distance, you really can't see it. But whenever they get on the faces of them or Steppenwolf, you just see the uncanny valley. You just see like hard helmet, green screen face, something. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I get that when you do the you put the little dots on them, they had to over emote so you can pick it up on their little scanner things. But damn, it just looks weird. Like the thing on his chin is like it's here, then 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 it's here. It's like maybe make up your mind where that thing on his chin is gonna be. Like for a huge major production like this, you'd think they would have spent a little bit more time, money, and budget on the CGI. But getting away from the CGI, Act 1 was better than Batman vs. Superman. Act 2 was better than Batman vs. Superman. Act 3 was better than Batman vs. Superman. Like, it was better than Batman vs. Superman. I will give it that. Of course, that's not really saying much because Batman vs. Superman was just... What? I'll do a spoiler section at the end, so don't worry about that. Going back to the story, of course, you got Ben Affleck as Batman. You got Ezra as the Flash. You got what's his face? Cavalry, whatever. They start off like he just got done saving whatever, and the kids come up with the camera like, Superman, we want to ask you some questions. And I was like, all right, that's a good way to get Superman into the movie, I guess. And of course, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, kicking some ass. And of course, you got Cyborg. Although, God, just that CGI, like, maybe like make some practical effects instead of just relying on all CGI. I just God, that CGI. Then of course another misstep they made was that like Superman and Wonder Woman had their own movie and then no one else did. Batman wasn't Batman for Superman, but he didn't have his own movie. And the Flash didn't have his own movie. Cyborg didn't have his own movie. Like if they had done a Cyborg movie, they could have had references or mentions or included, Beast Boy, Nightwing, stuff like that. Been like, Cyborg's like, huh, that's about some green guy running around turns into animals. Before this happened, I never would have believed a story like that. It's like, he just referenced that Beast Boy exists. And then, no, maybe later on be like, damn it, where's Nightwing when you need him? It's like, just something small like that would have been, help craft the world that they're making better. I will admit that in the Justice League movie, they do make references to Green Lanterns. Not the ones that we know, like Hal Jordan or John Stewart or Guy Gardner, but they do make references to Green Lanterns. So we know that they exist in this universe. And another misstep I think they missed was because you had the CW universe going on. It's like, all right, we already know the multiverse exists, so maybe have the Flash mention like, oh man, I hope we're done before 8 o'clock on Tuesday. What's on 8 o'clock on Tuesday? Something important. Like, even though it's not the same Flash, not the same guy playing the Flash, but just like make a reference to the Flash, the CW universe, like make a mention to the other universes going on. Just like small sort of stuff like that. But again, like I said, it was better than Batman vs Superman. The action was better, as long as you ignore the CGI. Then there's like one area it's like, oh, this poor family's in danger. It's like, if we knew who the family was, if we cared about the family, it might matter. But they're just random people. It's like, wow, in Superman, you just saw him just kill all these people. In Batman vs Superman, you saw these people die. And then this one's like, oh, you're supposed to care about this family. Like, I really don't care. I just don't. But overall, it is a good movie. I do recommend seeing it, but like the first viewing that I went to was $8 because it's the first viewing of the day. If your theater has something like that going on, go see the first viewing. Or the theater I go to, they have cheaper movies on Tuesday. It's like $6 to see a movie. So like if you have a deal like that, go see it for a cheaper day. Don't spend full price for this. Unless you're a super huge Uber nerd that has to spend the money for this, then maybe, but it just... And not just CGI, I mean, some of the lines here were, they fell a little flat. And Aquaman, like, Aquaman, they made like a cool version of Aquaman. And they do nothing with him. It's like, alright, he fights a little bit in the movie, but they don't do anything with him. Like, if he had his own movie so you knew more about him, that'd been great, but he's the big bruiser of the group, and he doesn't have many lines, and the one time that he actually does talk, it's the lasso of truth on him. They made some missteps here, but it was still a good movie. I would say 7 out of 10. Probably no better than that. Mind you, I love superheroes. I mean, I love, like, Young Justice is a great TV show. I love that show. And of course, Marvel's Spider-Man, love them. But when you spend that kind of money on something like this, you expect more. You expect better. You expect a cyborg movie. And have them reference, other Titans and all that. Just, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be doing the spoiler section soon, so if you want to cut out now. 1, 2, 3. Spoiler section. As soon as Superman comes back, you know how the movie ends. Like, oh, big blue Boy Scouts here. We now know how this movie ends. I mean, technically, you know how the movie ends. You know the good guys win, the bad guys lose. This is the style of movie that you know how it ends. You know the good guys win. But you want to see how they win. Like, oh, what do they do to win? Well, as soon as Superman comes back, it's like, well, now we know how they win. You just, what's the fucking point of watching the rest? We know Superman comes and saves the day because that's what Superman does. Because he's immortal. He can't die. Even when he's dead, he still doesn't die. I thought there was a good fight. There was a better fight scene between him and the others than there was in any other Batman vs. Superman. Just so much. Just as soon as the big blue Boy Scout came back, it's like, I understand it's a Justice League movie, so he has to be in it. But as soon as he comes back, it's like, alright, well, okay, whatever. Now we know how the movie ends. But stick around for the end credits. You have one with between him and the Flash. That's pretty funny. I liked it. Then one at the very, 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 very end, they had to check out and wait for. It's just, they made a lot of missteps in this movie, and the CGI. I don't know if, like, they had to use a body double for Superman, but, like, it could have just been him. Just maybe something weird with the suit going on, but a lot of times it looked like his face was, like, imposed on top of someone else's and not done well either. There's only a few times here and there, but God, you'd think they would have spent more money on the CGI. I noticed that during the trailers that the CGI was kind of off, but I'm like, it's the trailers. It's not fine-tuned yet. It's not through all post-production. They don't take time to tweak it for the movie. Well, apparently they didn't take the time to tweak it for the movie. That's just how the CGI looked. Terrible. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.